Okay. Hello. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh. I haven't done like stuff on YouTube in ages. This feels weird being on my channel for a show. But hello. And welcome to the Red Scrolls of
Red
Magic
Scrolls
show.
of Magic.
Yeah. What do we usually say at the beginning of these? I can't remember anymore.
Welcome. This is a safe space. You better be kind. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, not that people are ever mean or anything, but yeah.
Just a
we're
reminder.
Yeah, just like our hopes and dreams for becoming famous one day, you know.
Oh, I hate how everything's opposite. I want to like smooth down my hair, but the camera's opposite, so never mind.
Yeah, I can't look at myself in
Oh my
the
goodness.
lights
Okay.
either. It like really throws me off.
Mm-hmm.
But I have something to tell you about a thing
Mm-hmm.
that I did, and you're probably gonna hate me. Let's see if I can find.
I'm confused.
Can you guess what I'm gonna tell you?
No.
No. Well,
Is there a reason you're telling me live?
yeah.
Did you write in the book?
I highlighted it in the book. This is hard to show. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
But,
you can hardly see.
but I've been
Oh
highlighting
no.
twice.
Yeah, I
So,
do hate that.
but that's the first time I've done it in a fiction book. I've been highlighting non-fiction books,
Mm-hmm.
but there were just like a few quotes that spoke to me that I felt like highlighting.
Okay.
So there's that.
Good for you.
Thanks. Okay, so shall we talk about our general thoughts about
Mm-hmm.
Red Scrolls?
I'll go first because you have like more stuff to say, so I'll just like get mine out of the way and then you can go.
Okay.
Um well, my general thought is that I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed how short it was. I enjoyed how quickly I could read it. It was like really short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, I found it weird that like it's technically like a big issue that they dealt with, but then it like seems so unimportant, maybe because they didn't tell anyone else. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I liked seeing the start of their relationship, and I thought it was just quite a fun book, even though what's that what's her name again? The
Shin or something. I keep forgetting it actually because
Shin
Shin Yun. Yeah, Shin Yun.
that I don't like her, but like who would? But like she's really annoying.
Mm-hmm. Am I frozen?
Yes.
Oh, that's super duper. That's great. It's very attractive. Carry on. I'm gonna see if I can fix that.
Okay.
Um. Okay. Did you have any other general thoughts?
No, I didn't make notes for this book. I kind of just read it and enjoyed the process of
Okay.
reading it.
Why am I still? I'm not enjoying it. I'm just gonna leave that off for now.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so my general thoughts were that I had totally forgotten everything about the book. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had no memory going in, like whatsoever. And I really enjoyed seeing Tessa in the beginning. That was really nice.
That was cool.
Yeah. And I also like enjoyed it. I liked how short it was, especially since we've been reading like massive chonkers from Dark Artifices.
Big
And
boy.
yeah, oh my gosh. And like I didn't realize how depressing the other characters' point of views were. Until never mind. This is great. Until we got a bit more of like Alex, you know, lightheartedness, and Magnus was a bit of a downer because he was a bit like doom and gloom in this one and very down on himself. But
Oh, makes
overall, like,
sense.
yeah, I know he was feeling guilty, but overall, this was like more like a lighter, even though there was like big things happening, and I really liked that it focused a lot on the two relationships. And did you read the afterword? Oh, the acknowledgements, I guess. Did you
I
read
don't
that?
think so.
Oh, I thought it was really cute. And
I
like,
don't tend to read acknowledgements.
I always look at them because sometimes they have interesting stuff, sometimes they're boring. But like in this one, she really spoke a lot about how I'll actually read a piece from it. She said that in 2015, a Texan librarian took one of my co-writers aside at a convention and told her that the Bane Chronicles was the only LGBTQ plus laid book she was allowed to have in her library. All others were ruled out as inappropriate. But as kids who were Shadowhunter fans persistently asked their parents for the book, she was told she could make an exception. Thank you to the kids who asked, and to that librarian and all other librarians, teachers, and booksellers who get the right books into the right hands. And let us hope for a world in which someday everyone knows that LGBTQ plus led books are not only appropriate but necessary. So, like, we really talked a bit about Alec and Magnus in it, and like how it wasn't represented much in literature.
I've read that before. When you started reading it, it sounded familiar, so I definitely read it before.
Yeah, so I really like that, and like I love how she was kind of a pioneer in terms of queer lit, and I love how like now there's like this whole book which is just about a queer relationship, and two actually. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then I was also like sus about Shinyun like throughout. Like I didn't trust her. So yeah, I was glad my feelings were like
Yeah,
kind
because
of
you like didn't remember her, but I remembered her and I knew who she was and that she was
like,
the bad guy. So I like knew that from
yeah.
the start. Which was why like I didn't really have any surprises to comment on or
Okay.
anything.
Whoa, I'm moving.
Yay.
Yay. Um okay, cool. General thoughts are pretty good overall. Do you want to do least favorite first and then favorite?
Sure.
Okay, let's switch it up because I feel like we usually do favorite first. Okay, least favorite. Do you have a least
I don't
favorite?
know. Prob I don't know. Maybe like how suspicious the other shadow hunters were being of Alec and like how judgmental they were being that he was with Magnus. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I also didn't like Leon. Like, he really ticked me off how he was just like, anybody who's gay, like, come at me, you know? And even when they were in relationships, it's like, ew. And there are people who exist who are like that, and they really tick me off. So I didn't like him at all.
Me neither.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that. And then, I mean, like, there had to be a villain, but I didn't like how Magnus's dad, Asmodeus, made, like, Magnus think that, like, all the stuff that happened with his stepdad was his fault. You know, I kind of hated that, like, how Magnus has, like, literally been living for thousands of years, and he's been
He's not
carrying
been
that.
living for thousands of years. He's been
Whatever,
alive for 300.
whatever.
300.
No, he's immortal. You
No,
know,
he's
whatever.
been alive for 300 years, not thousands.
Point
That
is,
was a
he's been alive a
big
long time.
exaggeration.
Guilty about Crab. So, okay, just in my mind, like, people who are immortal, they've just been alive for a really long time. That's it.
Yeah, no, it's been 300.
Okay, that's still a lot. Anyway, favorite parts?
Probably, I don't know, I thought it was really funny how they, like, kept trying to, like, get together and then they were always interrupted. Like, I don't know, I thought it was really funny. But no, I really liked just seeing their relationship grow. I also liked the parts where they, like, contacted Isabel.
Yeah, it was cute.
And, like, spoke to her on the phone and stuff. Like, that was really, and, like, Jace, how he, like, stupidly answered that question of Alec. Like, I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, so just, I think the main focus of this book wasn't like the adventure and the bad guy and the demons. It was more like the relationships, and that's what I really liked.
Yeah, I also really liked the little, like, slice of life bits. And I like that they were in Europe. It was a fun change of pace. I always like when they go to that side of the world. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of America in general. So I like that that was the setting. And then Raphael. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was pretty cute. It's so
Like
funny, like, how he, like, wants people to think he doesn't care at all, but actually he, like, cares so much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I also feel like Raphael might be, like, asexual, so that was interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah, because there was, like, that part. Do you remember? Where, like some kind of downworlder was propositioning them at the party, and then Raphael said something like, "I'm not interested." And then Alec was like, "Your sexuality is not interested," and then Raphael was like, "Yes."
That was funny.
Yeah, that was, and then, like, oh, it just broke my heart that, like, he's been texting Ragnar, like.
But then also the, like, reveal at the
Yeah, at
end
the end, oh,
that Ragnar is, like, alive.
and, like,
Because
beautiful.
what I also found really interesting, and this comes down again to reading in publication order, is that in the book we just finished, Ragnar, like, reappeared, and
Yeah,
Magnus was like, oh, like, there he is, you know, he, like, secretly reappeared and went by a different name for a while. And then in this book we see what, like, we know he was missing, and now we're finding out why he was missing and what happened to him.
yeah.
So I like that, like, sequence of events.
Yeah, it's, like, really cool how everything always ends up fitting together, and, like, I don't know, just being a really cool puzzle. And I also really liked, like, we got to see a bit more of Magnus's magic, like, when he, and, like, I didn't like Shinyun, but, like, she kind of brought out his more, like, playful magic-y side when they had, like, little, like, competitions with the clothes and the tents. Oh, super cute.
That's
And
something
then,
I also noticed, is that, like, we know obviously that Magnus can do magic, but we didn't get, like, this, like, inside view on, like, all the things he uses magic for and, like, what he can do with his magic and stuff like that.
yeah,
And also just the fact that like we've always known he's a powerful warlock, but we didn't know how powerful he was until now.
Yeah, and like even his dad said like he's the most powerful of his kids, and like he's the son of a great demon, and they're meant to have like the most power. So now we know, like for sure.
Yeah,
And like
and
I
like we
love
didn't
also,
know that.
yeah, and
No, you
like
say sorry.
he mentioned those bits like where Alec would just be like, where are you getting like the food and stuff from, and you know, and things like that, and like how he got a coffee maker because Alec didn't like that he was summoning it from other places. So that was super cute how like Magnus has been doing that for like however long he's been alive, and then Alec was just like kind of changing him a bit still. And like speaking of the relationship, I also really liked how they see each other, and like how we got to see that from like both perspectives. We got to see how they think about each other, and like how when they were reading the Red Scrolls, and like how Alec like immediately knew like of course this was Magnus, and how he like gets it. How, you know, one of the things were to never leave children alone, and like how that is how Alex sees Magnus, is like a person who wouldn't hurt anyone if there wasn't, you know, like a war or whatever, and like he always sees like the good parts. It's just too cute, even though like Magnus has been like down on himself, like about who he is and where he comes from. Alec doesn't see him that way. So
Yeah,
that
it's
was
really
like,
cute.
yeah. I think there was even like, oh yeah, there was a quote. Can I read it? So it said, Magnus Bane was always brightly burning, whimsical and effervescent, ethereal and carefree. He was the high warlock of Brooklyn who wore blazing colors and shiny glitter around his eyes. He was the sort of person who threw birthday parties for his cat and loved whomever he wanted loudly and proudly. Only there was dark waiting behind the brightness. Alec had to learn that side of Magnus too, or he would never really know him. So, like,
That's
you
cute.
know, right? I actually highlighted a few more bits. That was super cute as well. Which is probably what the rest of this live show is going to be, because I don't have much else to say except like I liked seeing where Helen and Aileen started as well. And that was really cool.
Yes, and like if you remember in the last live show, I mentioned that they just seemed like their characters weren't developed at all. Like they
Yeah,
were very disappointing characters, and this one they've actually have personalities, which
yeah.
I
They
like.
were a bit more fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, I guess it makes sense because this one was written after that one. So, like, I feel like we kind of got to see a glimpse into them before. And, sorry, she kind of started to introduce, like, their feistiness with some of the things that, you know, like Aileen standing up for Helen when the kids were being mean to her and stuff like that. And then here it was more like establishing their personalities.
I really like with them that it was like an instant connection, and it was so funny how they like fought with each other in the beginning, and then they were like, "Want to go on a date?"
Yeah,
Or
it
they like
was,
not fought, but like arguing. They would like argue, and then at the end of the battle, they were like, "So, want to go on a date?" It was
yeah.
quite cute.
Oh no.
It's okay. We're probably gonna end soon. It's because this book was like really short. Like I don't have many opinions. Like it was just short and sweet.
Yeah, me too. And I just have my little quotes that I highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the other ones were just kind of about Magnus talking about traveling and
Mm-hmm.
like talk about some of the places he'd been. So like on the first page he had In his 400 years of wandering the world, he had learned that wherever you traveled, it was the company that mattered.
That's cute. Yeah. It's true.
Oh my gosh.
I can't stop yawning. I'm so tired.
I'm gonna go on a coughing binge soon. So I think this one needs to be cut short. I'll read one more quote if I can find one.
Okay.
I get why people put in those freaking sticky tabs.
So you can actually find them.
Okay. This is a good one. Alex shook his head again. Before we were together, he said, I was angry a lot and I hurt people because I was in pain. Being kind when you're in pain, it's hard. Most people struggle to do it at the best of times. The demon who cast that spell couldn't imagine it, but among all those identical figures, there was one person who hesitated to hurt somebody, even at the moment of utmost horror. That had to be you.
That was really cute.
That's sums up how Alex sees him. And last one, okay. Magnus had always had a wanderer's heart. Over the centuries, he had adventured in so many different places, always looking for something that would fulfill his restless hunger. He never realized how all the pieces could fall together, how home could be somewhere and someone. He belonged with Alec. His wandering heart could rest. Isn't that just the cutest?
That's so cute.
Yeah, so I think that just sums up this book so perfectly, because it was starting off with Magnus trying to show Alec the things that he used to find joy in, which was travel and doing extravagant things, and how he kind of came to the conclusion that, they don't need that, and he doesn't need to impress Alec because Alec is just there for who he is.
Really cute.
Yeah.
It was a really cute book.
Yeah.
And it was nice to have a book that wasn't too hectic.
Yeah.
For a change.
I actually liked the most so far this year. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't make me cry, so that was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we end this? This is the shortest live show we've done.
Yeah,
but I think
got a call soon, and you have places to be.
You aren't feeling well, and I have places to be, and I maybe should take a nap because I can't stop yawning. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you watched, hope you enjoyed it. Join us next month for Ghosts of the Shadow Market.
Yeah. Short story collection.
Which is all about gems, so that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, and that will take 6 weeks to read that one, so it'll go across a month and a half. It's just a bit bigger. Yeah.
And if you aren't following us already,
Goodreads and Instagram, and the links are down below.
At the Parabatai PC.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.